guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Candace. In today's video, we're going to be talking about mid-year reset and how to finish the year strong. So you guys, I was actually sitting here doing some of my goals and I was like, you know what, let me make a video about this because I know I am not the only one that may be halfway through the year and feel like they have to revisit or reevaluate some of their goals, their original goals that they had listed, and just kind of get themselves together to finish the year strong. So if you're anything like me, you feel like you have accomplished some things, you had some setbacks, you had some that you had to pause, life got in the way, just basically got to regroup your mind, regroup the whole thing, right? Revisit, just reevaluate. I want to talk about some of the things that I do if I'm halfway through the year to help me kind of finish the year strong, especially because, in the beginning, if you write your goals down like the year before, like for me, okay, put it like this. For me, I write my goals down like November, December because I'm getting antsy. I'm excited. January's coming up. So I want to go ahead and prep and plan. So when January 1st, y'all already know we want to work on our goals. And I'm pretty sure you guys like that. Or if you're somebody who starts your year when your birthday comes. So with that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and jump into some of the things that I do. So the first thing I like to do is I like to revisit my original goal. Because when we write things down in January, we say we're going to do this and that. January, February, we start, and then March and April, we may fall off because, hey, it's springtime, it's getting hot outside, you want to get loose, you excited, you want to go to events, you want to do things, so we kind of get distracted. So I go back and I reevaluate the original goal, and I'm looking at it like, okay, have I accomplished it? Have I started? Or am I interested in it anymore? Or if it's something like, okay, you haven't even started this goal, do you really want to do this? And I just sit there and I kind of plan out what I need to do, the steps to get there. How many months will it take? How long will it take? Is this something that could happen within 2 years, 1 year, 6 months, or whatever? And then I ask myself, does it still matter? Does it align with what I am doing now? Because, we change up. We always changing. Look, every day, every 6 months, every year, everybody's evolving and changing into something different. You know how that goes. And it's okay to pivot. So if you're looking at your goals and you feel like, okay, I have this in January, I was so hyped up about it and I'm like, I don't want to. So sometimes I do pivot. I pivot into something else. Like I'm not interested in that anymore. I prayed on it and it's just not what I want to do. Every month I write down my goals of what I want to do. And so that is the first thing I do. I reevaluate everything. I look at my original goals. And the second thing that I like to do is I audit my time and my energy. So, okay, now that I've looked at my goals, looked at what I need to do, I ask myself, what is important right now? Who am I giving my time to? What I need to be doing? Because if I'm looking at certain goals that I know I said I was going to accomplish before the end of the year and I haven't started or I'm not halfway there or I feel like I can accomplish it before the end of the year, I ask myself, okay, why are you not accomplishing it? What is it that's holding you back? What's going on with it, right? And there's times where you may have people that's distracting you, or you may be tied up with friends or family, or working too much, or taking on more hours, whatever it is. And you have to ask yourself, is this something very important to you? Or are you just having fun, too much fun, and not working on it? I have to ask myself, the energy, how do I feel about this goal? When I think about I need to do it, am I excited about it? Is this something I really want to do? You know what I mean? So I try to evaluate my energy about the goal as well as what's distracting me from accomplishing the goal, And so I get to a place where I'm like, okay, it's time to cut out all distractions, redo my calendar, redo my schedule, all the things to be able to accomplish this. So the next thing that I recommend is to rebuild a routine. So whatever your goals is, if you're a morning person or a night person, if you have to work a schedule around whatever it is you're doing. So say for instance, if you are somebody that has a 9 to 5 and you work, or you run a business or whatever it is that you're doing, other than working on a certain particular goals that you feel like you want to meet before the end of the year, I do recommend if you're a morning person, to work on those things prior to getting your day started, as far as what you usually do every day, all day. Or if you're a night person like me, I like to work on a lot of things at night. I feel like I'm more relaxed In the daytime, so much is going on. Everybody is up. Everybody is calling. Everybody want this. Everybody want that. And of course, usually you're working or you're doing something in the daytime, and it doesn't always work out for me in the daytime. So whatever works for you, where you can kind of work on some things, around whatever it is that you have going on. Because I know everybody's life is hectic. Now, maybe not everybody, but many people's life is hectic, and I understand that. So to meet certain goals before the end of the year, I would recommend to rebuild your routine. So like whatever routine you have in the morning, schedule around it or work around it or build those habits into, reaching that goal, if that makes sense. Another thing that I like to do is adding in habit stacking. Now, with habit stacking, it's basically multitasking, okay? So, if y'all anything like me, I like to multitask everything. You be multitasking everything, sometimes you don't get nothing done. That is me. I feel like, girl, I'm getting everything done, and then you be like 10 hours later, what did I do? Like, I thought I was doing a lot, but I really wasn't doing too much of nothing. Sometimes, and then sometimes it works out. But I'm a multitasker. Just say, for instance, if you're working out, you listen to a podcast, so you're doing 2 in 1. So, okay, hey, I'm learning some new techniques. I'm learning some things while I'm working out. At the same time, I'm working on myself because I'm, getting myself in shape or just keeping myself moving. If you're going on like a briefer walk, like a 30-minute walk, 20-minute walk, 45, whatever, you just get on your phone. You can be walking and kind of like doing some work on your phone, emails or whatever it is that you're doing on the side as you're walking. I feel like when I say habit stacking, things that I want to create as a habit, a daily habit, I try to multitask it in, if that makes sense. So number 4, what I do recommend also is to create a lock-in list. The first thing would be 3 goals. So pick 3 primary goals. I know you guys probably see this all the time, like on journals, like the new planners and stuff like that. At the top, it'll have like boxes and it'll say 3 priority goals or 3 goals or whatever at the top of each month or each week. So I do suggest that. So that's what I call a lock-in list. So let's just say you have multiple goals, but there's at least 3. You pick 3 that you really want to work on. So just say, for instance, there's one goal that takes up to 12 months to do, right? So if it takes 12 months to do the entire year, I'm going to make that one as my main priority. It's that one that I picked for the next 12 months. I'm going to make that my main priority every single month. So every month comes, or every week or whatever, I'm going to put that one main goal. The second one is, say for instance, if that second goal is probably can accomplish within 6 months, which half the year. So, okay, I can accomplish this within 6 months. So that is going to be my second primary goal, right? Okay, now I got that there. So each month I know that I got to work on this for 6 months. Then I have another one, maybe that's a 3-month goal. Okay, so I'm going to lock into this 3-month goal for 3 months, right? So I know each month I'm going to put that on my priority list, that 3-month goal, right? So I know once I build a habit and routine and do what I need to do for that first 3 months, the first 90 days to beat this goal, to get it accomplished, I'm going to work hard 30, 60, 90 days, right? The 3 months to get it done. Once I accomplish that, I can wipe that out the way and I can get another smaller goal, that's another 3 months, and I can add that to it. So I still got my 2 primary goals at the top, but I done wiped out the other one that's a 3-month goal, and I done added me a new one, and it still keeps me at the 3 primary goals, right? So now here I am working on another 90-day goal, which I know it'll be accomplished. That way I done accomplished 2 goals in 6 months, right? So now when that 3 months is up, there's 6-month time frame, right? That's halfway through the year. I accomplished that one goal, which is a big goal, which was that first 90 day. And then I accomplished another goal, which was another 90 day on top of that 6-month goal. So 6 months, I've accomplished one of the biggest 3 goals that's on my list. So like right now, we're talking about the high achieving goals within the 12 months, not just like the little small petty goals. We're talking about the big ones. So just say, yes, now there's 3 that you've accomplished. Now you got 2 spots left for the next 6 months to accomplish whatever. So you still have that 12-month goal right over here. So now you got 2 open spots. So now here we are. What other goal can I do? Will it take another 6 months to accomplish that second goal? Or can I do maybe 2 other 90 days for the next. So which could be 4 more that I can accomplish, if that makes sense. If you think of it that way and just kind of like exit off and quit thinking about the whole entire list like I do, you can accomplish it. So I think that's kind of, maybe, hopefully it's helpful to somebody, but I know it was helpful for me. So the next thing in the lock-in list also is that I do 3 non-negotiables. Okay, so that's kind of what we're talking about too with the goals. I do 3 non-negotiables. So just say if I have 3 goals, right? There's 3 goals of that I know I want to work on, right? Then I also have 3 non-negotiables. So you can add that, so which make it 6 goals if you want to, or you can do just that 3 goals that you have and make that 3 non-negotiables. It's up to you. So the 3 non-negotiables is 1, I'm going to work out every single day for 30 minutes. Whether it's a walk, whether it's a jog, whether it's just sitting, doing whatever, but I'm going to move my body for 30 minutes or 45 minutes a day. That's a non-negotiable, right? That is my non-negotiable, okay? The second non-negotiable, it could be whatever you want it to be as well. It could be something that you want to prioritize. Like, there's no excuses, basically. No excuses about it. These are the 3 non-negotiables that you put on your list. And you give yourself whatever time limit you want when it comes to that. And I just feel like with the non-negotiables, that's something that you know you want to get done and you have to accomplish it, right? And it also can create habits too. So non-negotiables is a goal that you know you have to accomplish. There's no excuses, right? All right, and the next thing on the lock-in list is we're doing all 3. I just given myself 3, right? 3 places or people that you need less of. If you're trying to meet like a financial goal, or you're trying to meet just like being consistent and focused, like straight focus in on yourself and the things that you need to do, and not saying it in a selfish way, not being selfish, hey, but we're trying to lock in and focus on ourselves and get the things that we need to get done, okay? All right, and the final thing on my lock-in list that I love, I picked 3 things, and it's still kind of the same as, your goals, but I picked 3 things that I feel like that can elevate me. Like, say, for instance, you want to learn a new skill, you're investing in yourself, you're elevating because this new skill will take you to the next level. You can make more money with it. You can educate somebody else with it. You can do multiple things with it, right? So I just think of 3 things that can help elevate me. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. So number 5 is going to be speak life over yourself. Speak life over yourself, your goals, your life in general, and that comes with affirmations, gratitude, and having faith, trusting in God and praying and everything else. But pray over your goals, and have faith to know that they will work out sooner or later. Don't give up on them, always trust and believe the process. Slow and steady wins the race. You don't have to be in a rush just because somebody else accomplished it. Do what you have to do to get where you need to be. Stay focused on it, stay grounded. And also remember that energy matters, especially when you're rebuilding and trying to grow. Be mindful of the people that's around you and their energy levels, how they are. You have to remove yourself. But what I do want you guys to remember is that you're not behind. You're being built for what you prayed for. So let this be a moment that you lock in, protect your peace, and continue the year out strong, finish the year out strong in alignment. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a quick one. I don't know if it was too quick, but it was a quick one. And yeah, y'all, I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys on the next one.